I have made a memory modeling project to demonstrate how human brains store and recall memories. The computer recognizes, remembers, and recalls colors based on input from the user. This demonstrates why we must process information multiple times before we can store it in our long-term memory, and the effects Alzheimer's can have on those memories. The program first asks the user which image they would like to analyze. Once the user inputs the image name, the computer analyzes each individual pixel of the image, deciding on color values for each pixel. When it has finished analyzing the pixels and determining their color, it tallies up how many pixels are the same color. Whichever color ends up with the most corresponding pixels, the computer then associates with the image. The computer then asks you to name the color so that the name and the color can become connected. This association is displayed as a line on the screen. The lines are visual representations of our brain storing the associations as memories. If the user chooses the same color a second time, the program then asks you to verify that the first color and the second color are in fact the same. If they are the same, the program draws a thicker line, and this represents the brain recalling that memory. If the name of the color is not correct, the program then asks you to choose a different name for the initial color. Then every time you show it a color that it has already seen, it draws a thicker line. This shows how making the same associations over and over again enhances our ability to access and recall information. This is how memories are processed and stored in our brains. We can then infect the program with Alzheimer's. When the program is infected, it no longer has strong associations between the colors and their names. The first time the program is run after being infected, it displays broken and faint lines. The second time it is run, it no longer recalls any colors. This shows how the progression of the disease makes it harder to create and recall memories. After a memory is completely gone, the program requires you to rename all the colors all over again. So for example, if I choose red, the program then displays a red image to the screen. It asks me what I would like to name the color. I can then name it fire truck. And the program will make an association between the color and the name fire truck. If I choose red again, the program asks me to confirm the original association. If I confirm it, the line displayed is thicker than the first time, representing a stronger connection between the name and the color. If I choose red for a third time, it just displays it as fire truck, because the same association has been made multiple times. This simulates how our brains store associations into our long-term memory. If I don't confirm the original association, the program then asks me to give the color a new name. This creates a new association between the color and its new name. If I choose a different color, such as blue, for the first time, it'll repeat the same steps, shows me the image, and asks me to name the color. This can be done with multiple different colors. I can then infect the program with Alzheimer's. And then input a color that already has an established name. It displays the connection, but the lines are broken and faded. The second time any memory is recalled, the program has no memory of any of its associations, and you must rename the colors all over again. Now that we have a better understanding of Alzheimer's and how it functions, we can look for possible solutions to this disease. Scientists still have tons of questions about what causes Alzheimer's and how to prevent, treat, and ultimately cure it. My project is an attempt to further the understanding of how Alzheimer's affects the brain and its ability to store and recall memories. By understanding how it affects the brain in these processes, we can begin to create new ideas and theories that could lead to the improvement of treatment techniques. The goal of my project was to not only model how human brains create, store, and recall memories, but also to demonstrate the devastating effects that Alzheimer's can have. Alzheimer's causes the brain to physically change and shrink. This can cause huge deficits in the brain's ability to function. Thanks to programs like mine and scientists that are working tirelessly in search of answers, Alzheimer's does not have to be a devastating, life-ending disease. Thank you.